Well, here it goes. This is bonus track number 003 in reference to the MGM. I just finished recording episode number 11, and that was in reference to the crowds. But yesterday, the MGM came out and they made an announcement that what they were going to do with the parking lot. So if you are unfamiliar, the parking lot that I'm talking about is where the 58 were killed, over 400 was trampled on, injured, blah, 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 tripped over rocks, had to climb the fence, people running into people. It was just a chaos that night, including myself. My shoulder was injured as well as my lower back area, but primarily my ankle. It seemed as though the ankle was just crushed. I was trying to pull someone over the barricade, if you will, that was reaching out to me because I couldn't take the barricade loose, and needless to say, I fell as I was crawling to get up underneath the bleachers, but there was no way out. I couldn't go to my right or go to my left because people was running towards me both ways. If you're just kind of like sitting in your seat and you're watching a tennis match, that's how I felt, but at the same time I just like froze. And thank God I did just freeze and just kind of laid there, if you will, cover my face, and at the end of the day crawl up underneath the bleachers and play dead like quite a few other individuals. But yesterday the MGM released to the media what they anticipate on doing with the lot, the square footage, the lot where the concert took place, which quote unquote they call that the Village. Now if you're here from Vegas, you know what I'm getting ready to say. If you're not from Vegas, let me tell you something. This town comes out with things that they say they're going to do, get everybody to buy into it, and then it doesn't happen. I'm going to give you an example for it's like the cannabis. We all voted for the marijuana to be legal. X amount of percentage was going to be going to the school district. Well, guess what? The teachers were getting ready to go on strike. No funding, no money from the cannabis marijuana business as of today, September the 4th, 2019, has been donated to the schools, and the school system is hurting. CCSD is hurting. They need money. But this cannabis business, people are making millions. I mean, I want to say by the month, making millions, and none of that money has been donated. Just one example. Then another example, the Las Vegas Resilience Center said they have funding of $500 up to $2,000 to help the survivors. Well, guess what? I turned in all my paperwork in a timely manner. I would say everything within 3 business days. Guess what? No funding. There is no funding, and I have not received $500, and that took place back about 5 months ago. So that did not happen. So just kind of giving you a little history. So we all buy into these things, and then at the end of the day, it don't go forward, it don't get passed, whatever. We can even talk about the GoFundMe funds. $31 million was raised. People thought it was going to help those that were injured. Well, forgive me, but 90% of that money went to the deceased families. So only 4 to 6 families were Las Vegas residents. So a majority of that money went out of the state of Nevada to help the other 54 or 56 families of the deceased. I have nothing wrong with that. I am all for helping the deceased, but when you only have 31 million, you have to spread it out the best way that you can where everybody gets something. Everybody that has been injured, like myself, or missed work should have been able to receive something. Because when you're telling people to help, people are helping thinking that we're all going to be compensated or get some kind of help, or $1 here or $100 here, but we did not. So I know a lot of people, and people were saying to me, I gave, you didn't get anything? No, ma'am, I did not get $1. So let me talk about what I want to talk about, but I just needed to let you know how things seem to work here in this town. I have been a resident here since 2005, a homeowner and a taxpayer, and I have not received shit. Now, victims of crime has helped me, but that has nothing to do with the city, the state that I reside in. Route 91 out of California has helped me by cutting me a check and saving me from being in my home. But for as Las Vegas, Nevada, no, boo, I have not received anything. So with bonus number 3, remember you can email me at Lishey, Lishey Johnson at gmail.com. Give me your feedback. You know, at the end of the day, I'm a survivor, so my feelings might be different from your feelings. If you were not hurt at the shooting, or you do not specifically know someone that was affected, your feelings are going to be different than my feelings. But at the end of the day, we're all people. We're all entitled to our own opinion. I'm just giving you my opinion because guess what? This is Lishey Johnson's podcast. Why not me? That's the name of the podcast. You can also go to my YouTube page, which is Why Not Me, Lishey Johnson, October 1. Or feel free to go to the website, which is www.whynotme1october.com. Okay, so if you're listening to this podcast, you can also do News 13, September the 3rd, 2019, October 1 survivor, Lishey, Lishey Johnson, speaks about the findings regarding the MGM on the parking lot. I also did a News Channel 13 interview last night expressing my thoughts. So it came on September the 3rd at 11 p.m. You can Google my name, Channel 13, and that'll give you just a little bit more information about the parking lot. So let me go to you, and I'm going to share what the MGM plan on doing. So the parking lot that I'm talking about is right in front of Mandalay Bay where the shooting took place. They call that the Village. So now, most of you probably know by now that Vegas is getting the Raiders. We're getting the stadium. So they put the stadium on the other side of Mandalay Bay. There is no parking. So we're all whoop, 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 excited about the stadium being here, but there is no parking. That has been an issue from the beginning. So now Mandalay Bay is going to turn this empty parking lot into pay to park, and they will shuttle you over, or basically you could probably walk. They're going to have a bridge so you can walk over to the stadium. So is that not putting money in the pocket? Putting money in the pocket. My thought is do something like the Twin Towers did from 9/11. Make a beautiful marble monument or something, put all 58 names going around it, and it's a waterfall, and it's like a park-like setting. So when visitors come into Las Vegas, just like they do New York, you have all the names there. You have maybe a couple of the names mentioned from the first people on the scene. I can't even think right now, but you know what I'm talking about. So you have that, and it's a nice little park-like setting. No vendors, nobody out there selling lemonade, bottles of water, all of that. It's just a little sanctuary where you could just go. Maybe you could just pray, a little healing garden, and go on about your business. Because right now, the healing garden is downtown off of Main and like 3rd Street, where it don't even look safe, feel safe. You know what I'm getting at. And there's this little healing garden. So take the 58 trees from there and plant it on the ground and put some type of waterfall. So again, what the MGM came out basically saying is that it's going to be the home of basically like the Allegiant. So if you did not know, the stadium is now called the Allegiant after the aircraft, the Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders. So they're going to make it a parking lot, and then it will also be like a community center where they can go and practice the games or what have you. So that's the plan. And right now it's not sitting too well with a lot of us that are survivors. So how do you feel about that? You know, whether you like our president or not like our president, he's in the White House. You can send a letter to the White House and give your opinion, because I did. And our voices need to be heard because you matter. Me as a survivor and running for my life with over 4,000 something bullets, and bullets could have landed. Bullets don't have a name on them. They don't have a color to them. They will harm you. They will kill you. So I feel some kind of way about it. How do you feel about it? Email me and email the White House. So again, this is bonus number 3. It's regarding the MGM, what they have come out in the media to say what it is that they want to do with that parking lot. So again, it's the grounds that's directly across the street from the Mandalay Bay. They're going to turn that into interim parking lot. So that's basically saying every time the Raiders have a game or something huge is happening, they're going to be there with the parking attendant. Believe me, parking is not going to be free. So they will be there across the street with a parking attendant and charging for parking. So when I heard it, the first thing I thought about was a pay and park cemetery. I can't personally imagine pulling my car up in that parking lot and not think about myself running at 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, still fearful of my life, still feeling it though I am the next person to get shot in my back, because from where I was in the VIP Neon Lounge area, I still had to make it across that field to exit the venue. So what I do know, that it was so much blood that basically they just had to paint over it with black because you couldn't clean it all up. And I apologize if you are under the age of 18. Listen to this. I apologize to you. I'm not going to go into details. I'm going to just paint that picture for you right there. So you tell me, how do you feel pulling up into a parking lot? You're going to pay $20 or $30. It might be even $50. So anywhere between $20 to $50 to park your car, knowing that 58 people were killed on that lot and over 400 and something people were injured. And then you're going to run across the street to the game. And then when the game is over, you're going to run back to this parking lot. How you going to feel? I don't know. For me, I'm going to be feeling some kind of way. Especially it being at night and I'm getting to my car, getting ready to pull out of this parking lot. I don't know. I don't know, people. You tell me. You tell me your thoughts on it. You tell me how you feel about it. If you're about as pissed off as I am about it, send a letter to the White House. That's the best thing you can do. How can you help? Send a letter to the White House and say, we need something like a waterfall, a park-like setting to honor the 58 people or the 400 of us that was injured. Okay, I have expressed my thoughts on this. Feel free to email me, comment here or there. I'm a survivor from October 1, so I'm really having a rough time today. Don't forget, you can go on channel News 13 Las Vegas. Look for my interview on 9/3 with Austin, ASTIN, Austin Carter. And it came on 11 o'clock last night, and they may have reran it this morning, but I don't watch TV. And I certainly won't be watching too much between now and the 2nd year anniversary. And then on top of that, they released it 4 weeks before the 2nd year anniversary. I mean, timing. It's like you just want to pour salt into an open wound. You couldn't just wait till after the 2nd year anniversary to come out with this bullshit. Really? Okay. I'm going to calm down. That is my take on the MGM. I have shared my thoughts and my feelings with you. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. When I drop the bonuses like this, it's because something has happened. So this way they're called bonuses. It does not take me away from all the episodes that I've already have outlined for you. So today episode is basically on crowds. That's going to drop September the 8th. And then the episode number 12 is about the surgeries and the pain. And are you still hurting after trauma? That one will be released September the 15th. And then on September the 22nd, we're going to talk about, have you gone back to the crime scene? That one's going to be real tough. Have you gone back to the crime scene? And then at the end of the month, September 29th, we're going to talk about faith and discovery. And are you tired of people telling you you're strong? You're going to be okay. Have faith. Just believe. Email me. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot. Thank you for tuning in and listening to the bonus 003 in regards to the MGM parking lot. It's your girl, Lee Shay Johnson. God bless you. Take care.